Good morning, friends here in the Dharma Hall. Good morning, friends at home. And happy Easter for all of those who celebrate it. Thank you for joining us for Sunday Life Dharma. And I'm happy to be practicing with you all today. Our temple friend and practitioner, Cassie Handsome, will share her Dharma Talk going home again with us today. But first, let's loosen up with some Qi Gong practices before we get ready for some Zazen or seated meditation. So please stand up behind your mat, please. And let's get warmed up for a second. First, let's warm up our ankles and feet. Just rotate on the ground, any directions you want. And reverse. If the ankle cracks, it's a good sign. Waking up the bones. Let's change the feet. And reverse. Great. Next, hips. Let's put our hands on our hips. Start rotating those any direction you like. Start off with some small circles first, and then gradually making them bigger. And let's make them smaller again, those circles. And reverse. Good. Next comes our shoulders, hands on the shoulders. Let's rotate those shoulders. Forward or reverse, whichever direction you chose first is fine. And reverse. Okay, let's spread out your arms. Make sure you have enough space. Let's rotate those arms. And reverse. Great. Next is the neck. Please drop your chin to your chest. We're breathing in, we're moving our head up and rotating them up all the way to the back, slowly. Once we arrive at the back, breathe out, continue the rotation until the chin arrives back on your chest. Now we're breathing in, reverse the direction of rotation. And breathe out. Let's do one more round. Breathing in. And breathe out. In. And out. Okay. Please make sure your feet are hip-width apart. Your knees are slightly bent. You're dropping your tailbone to the ground. Shoulders are back. Chin is tucked in. Spine is in neutral position. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. In. And out. Breathe in and out. Now we're breathing in, bring our hands in front of us, join them together, interlink your fingers, breathe out, push the energy to the ground. Breathe in, circle your hands to the top of your head. Breathe out. Push all the way to the universe. Open your arms. Do it again. Breathing. Interlink your fingers. Breathe out. Push down. Breathe in. Circle up. Breathe out. Push the energy to the universe. Open your arms. Bring our arms straight in front of us. Breathe in, pull them to one side. Pull the bowstring taut. Hold that tension. Breathe out. Return your arms in front of you. Breathe in, push them to the other side. Pull that tension. Hold it. Breathe out, release the tension. Breathing in. Imagine this is all your anxiety and worries. And by breathing out, you're releasing it, shooting it away. Breathing in. And breathe out. Now open your hips to one side. Same side you open your hips to. The arm circles around some energy ball. Breathing in. And when we breathe out, we push the energy towards the other hand. Slowly rotate your hip to the other side. Breathe in. Rotate the other arm around the energy ball. Breathe out. Push it forward to the other hand. And like a wave, keep going from left to right. Breathing in. And breathe out. Push forward. Breathe in. And out. Concentrate on deep dungeon breathing. Deep into your belly, breathing in. And breathe out. In. And out. One more round. In. Out. In. And out. Let's drop our arms. Shake it out, release all the tension you have left in your body. Go up and down in your knees. Shake it back and forth. Feel where there's some tension left in your body. Maybe some left on the left. Maybe there's some left on the right. Shake it out on the right. Maybe there's some left on the front. Shake out some tension away from the front. Feel some in the back. And back to the center. Let's come to rest. Let's breathe in, bring our arms straight up to the sky, breathing in. When we breathe in out, we grab in the sky, folding at our hips, pulling it straight to earth, grabbing our ankles. Breathe in, try to pull yourself closer to your knees. Slightly squat in your knees, breathe out, slowly raise yourself, stack one vertebrae on top of the other. One more round, breathe in. Arms come straight up. Look at your hands, breathe out. Fold. Pull the universe to the ground. Grab your ankles, breathe in. Pull yourself a little bit closer to your body. Slightly bend your knees, squat a little bit, breathe out. Raise yourself up. Bring our arms to the side, breathing in, all the way to the sky. Join our palms together and breathe out, resting on our third eye. Breathing in and breathe out. Continue moving your palms to your heart center. Resting here, breathe in and breathe out. Return your hands to the side. Reflect the energy to the ground. Breathe in, arms all the way up. Join your palms. Breathe out. Bring our palms on our heart center. Resting here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you, friends. Now please join us in bowing practice to the Dharmakaya Buddha Fourfold Grace, either way in standing posture or full kneeling bows. Thank you.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair, and wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side until you find the point of perfect balance. Focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. Breathe in, seize any tension. Breathe out, release mental and physical uneasiness. Bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. If, over time, your legs ache unbearably, You may change position very slowly and quietly. In this way, you maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Donjon. It is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Donjon is the power center for your breathing. We settle both the mind and the energy on the Donjon in order to allow the energy to flow and guard the one mind. We let go of attachment to even that single thought of abiding in the Donjon, resting only in the genuine realm of consummate quiescence and non-discrimination. This is the method for nurturing the pristine, fundamental spirit of human beings. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed. Do not pursue them. They're just thoughts. They will disappear by themselves. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. We are grateful to sit here now, quietly together, finding the still point within. In our meditation, may our ever calm, ever bright spirit be with us. 천지영리하심통 만사요의 하심통 천지여동일체 하여 천지동심정 천지영리하심통 만사요의 하심통 천지여동일체 하여 천지동심정 천지영리하심통 만사여의 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 하심통 천지여동일체 하여 천지동심정.
Palms together. Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth. Grace of parents. Grace of fellow beings. Grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. May we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. 원하옵니다. 원하옵니다. 간절히 간절히 원하옵니다. 내 손길 닿는 곳, 내 발길 머무는 곳, 내 음성 내 아래 sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where mind and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings. Page 9.
Beyond is the realm of samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and lost the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. You one manifest as both permanence and impermanence. You that's permanence, still one unfolds into an infinite world that is never abiding, spontaneous, just as it is. You that's impermanence, still one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth. We transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore, we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Sangha Dharma Kaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now. Spring is here, be the light. Spring is here,
wake up now, spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now, spring is here, be the light. Spring is here, wake up now, spring is here, be the light.
This morning, our temple friend, Cassie Hansen, is sharing her Dharma talk, Going Home Again. Let's practice deep listening as we welcome Cassie.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Easter for those who celebrate, and happy Sunday Live Dharma for those who don't. In the scriptures of the founding master, Sotaesan gives this guidance on applying Ilwan Song, the Dharmakaya Buddha, in one's everyday life. He instructs, first, each time you encounter the Ilwan Song, you will take it as a hwadu for seeing the nature and attaining Buddhahood. Second, you will take it as a model in order to keep on practicing consummately in your ordinary lives, like Ilwan Song. Third, you will take it as an object based on truth that you keep on believing in, knowing that all things in the universe have the actual authority to bestow direct blessings and harm. Those of you who have understood this truth will venerate Ilwan Song each time you encounter it, as if it were a portrait of your parents. This passage led me to some rich contemplation, guided by my teachers. My first learning point was discovering what a hwadu was. The term comes from the Chinese hua tu, which can be translated as word head, head of speech, or the point beyond which speech exhausts itself. It is a tool to be used as a focusing point for contemplation or meditation, similar to a koan. In this way, when we become aware of meeting Ilwan Song in our daily lives, we are instructed to allow that encounter to focus our perspectives on our true nature and our path towards Buddhahood. The second instruction addresses where we can meet Ilwan Song. The founding master says that we should take it as a model to practice consummately in our day-to-day lives, like Ilwan Song. This informs us that Ilwan Song is not only the picturesque symbol of the golden circle above our heads on the altar, but something that permeates every facet of our lives, from the mundane to the sacred. If we seek it, we can find it in everything, just as we can find opportunities to develop our practice everywhere if it is an ever-present ambition in our minds. Thirdly, the founding master instructs us to take Ilwan Song as an object based on truth that you keep believing in, knowing that all things in the universe have the actual authority to bestow direct blessings and harm. We can take Ilwan Song as a confirmation of our method of practice when we encounter it. We can recognize the interdependence of all things in the universe through the lens of Ilwan Song, understanding that all manifestations of this symbol are subject to cause and effect from us and upon us. This liberates us from reliance solely on faith to drive the nature of our practice. While faith is a crucial tenet to our path, we must use our observing mind to frankly assess whether our notions about the world around us, physically or spiritually, are supported by evidence. Our faith plants the mind seed to practice looking for Ilwan Song, but our encounters with Ilwan Song are the evidence we are seeking for our most fundamental beliefs. Because we can see the embodiment of our faith in the observable world, it allows us to maintain a mind of discernment and faith, rather than one without the other. These are all very important teachings, but it was the final sentence in this passage that caught my attention. Venerate Ilwan Song each time you encounter it as if it were a portrait of your parents. It feels out of place. Contextually, this passage falls among other explanations of what exactly Ilwan is, how to practice it, and how it is the same or different from the Buddha. It's a rather cosmic discourse, especially for a chapter on doctrine. So why, in this examination of voidness, symbology, and transformations of the ultimate, have we suddenly come back to parents? Why not venerate Il Song as if it were the Buddha? This was odd and fascinating to me. I was also drawn to this analogy because of my own experiences with my parents. There's a saying, "You can never go home again," which describes the feeling of visiting a place with fond memories of a bygone time, like a childhood home, and finding that those memories cannot be relived. You can return to the physical place and even see the same people, but the childhood associations with home have changed. The place itself has changed, you and your family have grown older, and your relationships have changed. The vibrant haze of your childhood perspectives has been replaced by a different kind of understanding. I think a lot of us who visit aging parents have experienced this feeling. It's a unique kind of familiarity, one of both comfort and poignance. I love going home and experiencing the unspoken understanding between me and my parents. In adulthood, I have become more keenly aware of the influence they have had on my concepts and values. My mother is deeply affectionate. She's the kind of person that makes you feel comfortable and you feel comfortable crying in front of her. Her unshakable optimism, selflessness, and empathy have been a powerful model for my own choice and action. My father is more empirical, with a staggering intellect and a dry wit. He always encourages inquisitions of one's own emotions and intentions. And I've often received transformative perspectives from him in the form of just a few carefully chosen words. As I've grown older, my parents have remained my mentors and caretakers, and the wisdom of their lived experiences has aided my own wisdom. They have also become peers in some respects. We navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of mutual support. It's unlike any other relationship in my life, and like any unique thing in my life, I appreciate its beauty with a sad awareness that it will someday end. My parents are both getting older. They are less mobile than they used to be, and they get tired sooner. Occasionally, in my visits home, I am reminded that my parents will die, likely during my lifetime. I am comforted by Dharma and the knowledge that my parents will not be annihilated by death, but still, I know that it won't be the same. I have become more aware in these visits that one day I will have only their portraits to venerate and not their personhood. One morning, a few months ago, I was really struggling to meditate. Has anyone ever felt like that? My mind was overly active with worries, and I became very frustrated. A defeated thought arose. How can I hope to touch my true nature if I can't even settle my mind for 10 seconds? I reminded myself of the impartiality of true nature in that moment. It isn't something to be found, it's something that already is. True nature doesn't care if my mind is overly excited or deeply weary. It's there to come home to. Isn't that what home is? A place where you don't have to become anything or be anyone but yourself? That moment, I remember, felt like a warm hug from my mom. It felt like being a little kid, coming home giddy after a play date or teary-eyed after a hard day at school. The consolation of home and of my parents was a constant in my childhood, regardless of which facet of myself was dominant that day. There's a warmth, a wisdom, and a beneficence in my memories of being a child and feeling the comfort and acceptance of my parents. Whatever has happened that day, that month, that year, in my mind, I can rest comfortably with my true nature, like a child going home. Like a child, giggling or crying, running to the arms of their parent, there need be no pretense, no explanations, just comfort. True nature, after all, is not only apparent in the metaphorical sense, but apparent in a true sense to all sentient beings. And like a parent, it is not restricted purely to the myriad forms, but remains present as forms cease. Perhaps that's why Sotae-san used the analogy he did. My parents are not their portrait, and Il Song is not my true nature. But when I venerate these representations, I am not only acknowledging what they directly symbolize, but reminding myself that there is no me without them. When my parents pass away, I will miss their form, but I will know that I am their continuation. I am another face of them, and I carry the fruits of their collective wisdom and care with me in the way I live my life and the way I will honor their memory. True nature is the same way. When I am not in samadhi, or I can't speak with a spiritual teacher for a long time, or even when I die and lose my consciousness, I will still be one of the many faces of Ilwan. The people and things that nurture us to wholeness cannot be truly destroyed or obscured. When you look mindfully, you will see them in every aspect of your life. So, I now feel comforted and honored to venerate Ilwan Song as a parent. When I do this, I am reminded that I actually can go home again whenever I want to. Thank you.
Thank you, Cassie, for sharing permanence and impermanence and the nature of parenthood. That was a gift. So, friends at home first, during the next few minutes, you are welcome to share your takeaways from Cassie's Dharma Talk, either in the live chat or you can quietly contemplate her reflections. Friends here in the Dharma Hall, please turn to a friend next to you and share your thoughts and takeaways from today's talk. Go for it.
What a wonderful talk. What a beautiful, beautiful talk. Thank you, Cassie. And listening to your talk, I wanted to suggest a short moment for all of us to go back home for a couple of minutes. Like this was my favorite line from Cassie's talk. True nature doesn't care if my mind is overexcited or deeply weary. It's there to come home to. It's always there to come home to. Isn't that what home is? A place where you don't have to become anything or be anyone but yourself. So how about a moment of silent meditation, going home again, facing the big windows. It's nice out there today. Let's have a moment of silent meditation. Nick has a couple of announcements to share.
Here and at home, you are invited to enjoy our meditation garden, simply walking or sitting on our meditation rocks, or you can join us for gardening meditation. It is such a gift and an opportunity as you are nurturing our physical space here. You are also nurturing our community. So thank you for your service. Today at 5 p.m., there will be an evening community meditation gathering at our Raleigh temple, so please join if you can. Next Sunday, April 16th at 3 p.m., our teens will gather here at the Chapel Hill Temple to learn how to cultivate the power of concentration. We are always grateful for your generous support to our temple, either as a sustainer or through your individual donations. Any amount is useful and very appreciated. And as many of you will know, April is a very special month in Won Buddhism because it is our birthday. 108 years ago this month, our founding teacher, Sote-san, attained great enlightenment, and each year we celebrate this anniversary and our spiritual birthday. This year, we will be gathering together for a special Dharma service on Sunday, April 30th at 10 a.m. And that afternoon, the Chapel Hill Temple will be hosting an open house with many classes, a gift shop, food, kids' activities, and a piñata. So, save the date and join us for these wonderful events. Now, let us bless each other with our morning prayer song. You can find it on page 13.
Thank you, friends. Let us welcome each other and, let us welcome each other first. And then bow to the camera over there, Mr. Sonny, for those who are joining us online, waving hands. Thank you.